Hello everyone and welcome to VybeCast. It's a podcast by Vybe Labs. I'm Sanket. Welcome you all to VybeCast. And today we have Saurav with us. So let's get started with the podcast. So yeah, hi Saurav.
Yeah, hi Sanket.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Now, yeah, Saurav. For our audience, can you give your introduction, tell what you do and how was your journey till now?
Great. Okay, so hi everyone. Myself Saurabh, and I've been into this DevOps and SRE space for the last 6 years, and currently I'm working within an organization, acting as an senior DevOps consultant, and it has been 6 crazy years into DevOps and SRE, and I've been a part of product-based organization, service-based organization, and MNCs and all. So yeah, and apart from that itself, I love to be in the tech conferences, speak about tech, speak about DevOps, SRE, Kubernetes, and analog. And I do have an uh, imposter syndrome to post on LinkedIn regarding DevOps and SRE. So yeah, that's a bit about me, and it has been from the last 6 to 8 months, I've been a part of Vibe Labs too. So here in this organization, we are just building out some crazy products and also yeah, that is a bit about me.
Oh, great. If we see today's DevOps sector, and growing AI with that, so how you see the future of DevOps, people who are just starting and learning cloud infrastructure DevOps. So, what are your views on that? Like, how they should learn?
So, if you will personally ask me the impact of AI on DevOps and how exactly we should be actually considering integration of AI into DevOps. So, if you are efficient with the AI tools that we have, so and if you actually wanted to get into DevOps space, so there are actually multiple of AI tools that will help you to actually learn and actually uh, have a kind of an environment where you can play around the DevOps tools and all. So, if you will utilize AI in a great and a learning way, then obviously it will be a great plus for you as an into DevOps and all. So, yeah.
Okay, got it. Uh, so, for example, there are some new students who are learning about DevOps and they want to crack their first job. So, what do you suggest them?
Okay, so if you are actually complete a newbie into DevOps itself, and if you are looking to break into a DevOps, then I will highly suggest you guys to first go with the core fundamentals, that is the Linux and the networking. If you have the core fundamentals ready with you, and if you have that right confidence, then only to move with the core DevOps tools like the Docker and Kubernetes. So directly not jump into actually learning out the Kubernetes and all. And if you will ask me the overall and the theoretical part into DevOps is around maximum to maximum around 20%. 80% of everything is around hands-on implementation. So make sure whatever you are learning, you need to implement that in real life also, and that's how uh, you exactly will be learning and breaking into DevOps.
Okay, as you're talking about hands-on learning, so that reminds me of Infrathrone that we are going to host. So, can you give brief introduction or description what Infrathrone is and how you got that idea and what are your plans about it?
So basically, I have seen a significant amount of gap. So, if you are into DevOps and if you are actually working for a service-based organization, so you don't have that exposure to work with the real-world system because, if you will see, there are actually multiple layers of people in an MNC or a an overall big tech farms and all. Okay, so let's suppose if any kind of fraud issue arises, then you as a DevOps who is having 2 plus or 3 plus of years of experience, they will not get exposure on that like how exactly to solve this out, and that is a major issue. So when you will actually change the organization from a service based to any kind of a startup, or let's say any kind of a service based organization, then like randomly you will be having that much of responsibility uh, to actually carry the whole production on your back, right? So there itself I have seen this thing that actually people hesitate to solve any kind of an prod issue. So let's suppose if there any kind of a war room, they hesitate to go into it, and I see that is the real gap. And like if you will ask me, there are no such resources on internet. Actually people will actually teach you about the like the hardcore concept of DevOps or like how things work, but they don't actually train you for this kind of scenario. So that was a specific gap that I have seen in the market, and there itself we have actually designed this whole boot camp that is Infrathrone, that is totally dependent on how you should be acting as a DevOps engineer in a war room scenario. And in Infrathon itself, we actually simulate this kind of war room scenarios, and you have to solve it out. And we will be having a one-on-one discussion that how exactly we can solve it out. So that's Infrathon, and that's how like you will get an exposure to work on a real prod system that actually scale to thousand servers and all. So yeah.
Yeah, so like talking to you, like I think like this is like very high level program we are like going to conduct. So is there any prerequisite or like any beginner can join the program, or like is there any limit, or is there a prerequisite a user should have?
Yeah, great question. Thank you. So, like, if you'll ask me about the prerequisites, then this bootcamp is actually designed for actually working professional who is having 2+ years of experience, so not for fresher or a complete beginner. So, who is having a little bit of theoretical knowledge itself and have got the understanding of the concept, but he has never implemented that in prod. So, for those people, that is this bootcamp. This bootcamp is not for the complete beginner itself. So in Infrathon, we don't do any hand holding of the concept that we have to teach you the concept from the very scratch. So that will be a totally this bootcamp we have designed in a way that it will actually expose you to the prod system, not a dev system. Okay, so you have to be a little like you should be having theoretical knowledge on how exactly things work. So yeah,
Okay, so like, can you give like more information, like how long the work this event will be there, and like this program will run, and uh, what like people can expect from this program?
sure. So, like up until now, we have actually designed this boot camp for the 8 weeks. So it will be a consecutive 8 weeks in total. And on the weekdays, we will be actually providing you the self-paced content. And on Saturdays, we will be having a 2 hour long discussion where I will be simulating a war room scenario, and we guys will be solving it live on the call with the discussion and all. And on Sunday itself we will be having mock discussions, like interview based scenarios. And apart from that, a real projects that I have actually finished in my career, and that has actually given me a kind of a learning curve. So we will be discussing in each of the week those kind of projects. So yeah, on Saturdays and Sundays we will be having a call of maximum of 2 hours.
Okay, so like as we are hosting Infratron, and it's like an real life simulation of a war room, what happens when there is an outage in an infra. So like, do you have any stories from your previous experience that you can share, like where you experienced such a war room?
Yeah, sure. So actually, I was working for an XYZ organization again, and there itself on again on Friday itself, I have been reported out an issue by a SAP admin that like the people are not able to SSH inside a VM which was hosted on GCP. So like out of 30 people, actually 5 to 6 people were not able to SSH inside the system, and those were on a random pattern. So let's suppose I'm able to SSH as of now, but after 15 minutes I'm not able to SSH. So that was actually changing in between the time and all. So 5 to 6 people were not able to SSH, and 7 to 8 people were facing a kind of lagging in the system, a slowness and all. So out of 30 people, those were the scenarios. So again, we have actually gone with the common checklist. We have actually checked out the networking configuration on the cloud. We have obviously checked out the system performance, like the CPU, RAM of the VM and everything. And also we have done every common checklist. And from there itself, we have got nothing. So after those all, then we have actually uh, gone for actually a kind of a troubleshooting that actually works on an OSI model. So there itself we have actually decided to go through each of the layer of the VM and try to find out the answer. And trust me, like at the end of the day, the issue was not from the DevOps side. That was a developer mistake, and it of all this happened. So
Yeah, that's like quite a funny yet intense
yeah,
story. So like, how long did it took to like identify that issue? Like, it was not the DevOps issue, and it
eight
was like a developer
eight
issue.
hours on Friday. 8 hours on Friday.
Oh shit! And yeah, that's what you said in your rapid fire as well. At the evening of Friday is like,
Yeah, a terror. So I guess yeah, that is it. That is it for the today session, and yeah, we are live in VybeCast, and yeah, that was it. And thanks everyone for hopping in the call, and see you in the next podcast of VybeCast. Bye bye.
yeah, bye.